All right, so today we're diving into one of those DIY car fixes that you see floating around online. This one claims to have a super easy solution for a really common and, let's be honest, super annoying engine problem. So let's break down what it's all about. So, you know the feeling, right? You're stopped at a red light, minding your own business, and you can just feel that annoying, shaky vibration coming right from your engine. It's a problem a lot of us have had. But what if the fix was actually surprisingly simple? That's the exact question this video we're looking at asks. Okay, now this is where it gets kind of wild. The way they suggest you diagnose the problem is with something you probably have in your kitchen. Seriously, they say to put a glass of water on your engine while it's running. If that water is sloshing around like crazy, well, there you go, problem confirmed. It's a pretty clever and visual way to see what's going on. So let's get into the problem itself, that shaky start. An engine vibrating like that, it usually makes your heart sink, right? You start thinking about a huge repair bill. But the source we're digging into here suggests that maybe, just maybe, there's another path. And this quote is really the core of the whole idea. The source straight up says, don't rush to the mechanic. I mean, that's a pretty bold claim. It's designed to make you stop and think, hey, wait a minute, maybe this is something I can actually handle myself. Right, so if you don't need to run to a mechanic, then what in the world is causing all that shaking? Well, the source points its finger at a very specific and maybe even unexpected part of your car. Yup, according to them, the big bad villain here is the oxygen sensor. The claim is that this little guy can get all gunked up with what they call a toxic liquid, and that's what's making the whole engine vibrate. It's a really specific diagnosis that focuses on just one single component you can get to. So, we've got our problem and our supposed culprit. What's next? Well, the source lays out a really simple four-step solution. This is the real how-to part, and it's presented as something pretty much anyone can do. And here are the steps, and you'll see just how simple they claim this is. First, you take the sensor out. Second, you just wash it with some clean water. Third, dry it off really well with a tissue. And fourth, pop it right back in. The big idea here is that this is just a cleaning job, not some complicated, greasy repair. All right, so the sensor's clean, it's back in the car, which brings us to the final part of this little guide. This is the big reveal, the moment of truth, where we find out if this simple fix actually did what it promised. You've followed all the steps. The sensor's back where it belongs. So now what? What's supposed to happen next? The very last step in this whole thing is probably the easiest one of all. According to the source, all that's left to do is turn the key and start your engine. And there you have it. The source says, with a lot of confidence, that the result will be right in front of you. The message is crystal clear. The vibration will be gone, your engine will be purring, and you'll see the proof immediately. So let's just quickly boil this all down. The key points from this online guide are pretty simple. The diagnosis, a glass of water. The potential culprit, a dirty oxygen sensor. The fix, a really basic four-step cleaning process. And the whole thing is framed as a smart, money-saving alternative to going to the shop. And that brings us to a final, interesting question. You know, if a problem that seems this complex could have such a simple fix, it kind of makes you wonder, what other little secrets is your car hiding?